Here's something no one tells women over 60. Elegance doesn't come from losing weight. It comes from choosing the right shape. One dress can make you look taller, slimmer, and instantly more refined, without squeezing, hiding, or trying too hard. If you've ever put on a dress and felt it made you look heavier or tired, this video will change how you choose dresses forever. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which dress styles work with your body after 60, not against it. As we get older, our bodies change, and that's not a flaw. What is a problem is that many dresses today are designed for straight, youthful frames, not real women with life, curves, and presence. So when a woman over 60 says, "I don't look good in dresses anymore," it's rarely true. The issue isn't her body. It's the cut of the dress. In this video, I'm not showing you trendy dresses or fast fashion ideas. I'm showing you 5 timeless dress styles that consistently make mature women look more streamlined, more confident, and quietly elegant. These are styles backed by visual proportion, fabric movement, and the way the eye reads shape. You don't need shapewear. You don't need to size down, and you definitely don't need to dress younger. What you do need is the right silhouette. Let's begin with a dress style that many women over 60 think they've outgrown: the wrap dress. But when chosen correctly, it remains one of the most flattering and intelligent silhouettes for a mature body. The problem is not the wrap dress itself. The problem is the version most women try. The lightweight, clingy jersey wrap dresses that dominated fashion years ago were never designed for long-term elegance. They stretch, they twist, and they highlight areas most women would rather skim over. But a modern, structured wrap dress is completely different. First, let's talk about shape. The wrap dress creates a natural V-line across the torso, and the human eye reads that shape as length and refinement. This V-shape elongates the neckline, draws attention upward toward the face, and gently defines the waist without compression. That matters after 60, because the goal is no longer tight definition, it's suggested structure. The slimming effect of the wrap dress comes from diagonal lines. Diagonal lines visually narrow the body, unlike horizontal lines which widen it. When the fabric crosses the body instead of sitting straight across it, the eye moves down and inward, creating a more streamlined appearance. This is why a well-made wrap dress often looks better than shapewear ever could. If you're over 60, here's what separates a flattering wrap dress from a frustrating one. Look for medium to heavyweight fabrics that hold their shape, matte finishes instead of shiny materials, secure inner ties or stitched wraps for stability. Avoid flimsy jersey, overly thin waist ties, and dresses that cling to the stomach when you move. A wrap dress should skim, not grip. The most elegant length for a wrap dress after 60 is knee length to midi. This length elongates the leg without drawing attention to the knees or calves. The sleeve matters too. A short sleeve, elbow-length sleeve, or soft three-quarter sleeve balances the upper arm beautifully and adds polish. The real power of the wrap dress isn't just how it looks, it's how it feels. You can sit, walk, and move comfortably. The dress adjusts to your body instead of fighting it. That ease translates into confidence. And confidence is always slimming. When chosen thoughtfully, the wrap dress doesn't make you look younger. It makes you look assured, composed, and elegant. Now, if you prefer a dress that offers elegance without any waist emphasis at all, the next style may surprise you. If there is one dress shape that understands the mature body, it's the soft A-line. Not the dramatic, overly flared version, but the quiet, well-balanced one. This is the dress that doesn't announce itself, yet always looks right. As the body changes with age, many women notice fullness settling in the hips, thighs, or lower abdomen. The soft A-line dress respects this shift without trying to correct it. Instead of clinging, it gently releases from the bust or upper torso, allowing the fabric to fall in a clean, uninterrupted line. That subtle release, is what makes this dress both comfortable and elegant. Here's where many A-line dresses go wrong. When the skirt is too wide or too stiff, it creates bulk, not grace. And when the fabric is thin or overly casual, the dress loses structure. A flattering A-line after 60 should follow the natural shape of the shoulders. Sit cleanly through the bust, and widen gradually, not abruptly. Think soft geometry, not volume. The slimming effect of the soft A-line comes from balance. The upper body remains visually clean and structured, while the lower body flows without tension. This contrast creates the illusion of a narrower waist, even when the waist isn't defined at all. The eye reads the body as long and uninterrupted, which is exactly what creates a slimming effect. Fabric choice makes or breaks this silhouette. Look for crepe, ponte knit, soft wool blends, or fluid woven fabrics with weight. Avoid stiff cotton, heavy pleats, and shiny or clingy materials. Details that elevate the A-line include vertical seams, subtle darts, clean necklines like bateau, V-neck, or soft scoop. For women over 60, the most flattering A-line length is just at the knee or mid-calf. This length grounds the silhouette and avoids cutting the leg in an awkward place. Sleeves add refinement. Even a simple short sleeve creates balance and polish. The soft A-line doesn't ask you to adjust, pull, or think about your body all day. You can move freely, sit comfortably, and remain poised, and that ease is what reads as elegance. Let's talk about the column dress, with strategic shaping. At first glance, the column dress may seem intimidating, especially after 60. Many women assume it's too revealing, too unforgiving, or meant only for very slim bodies. But when designed correctly, the column dress is one of the most slimming and sophisticated silhouettes a woman can wear at any age. Let's clear something up. A column dress is not a bodycon dress. It is not skin tight, and it is not meant to highlight every curve. A true column dress creates a long vertical line from shoulder to hem, allowing the eye to travel smoothly without interruption. This uninterrupted line is what visually lengthens the body and creates elegance. As we mature, dressing becomes less about showing shape and more about suggesting it. The column dress does exactly that. Through subtle waist shaping, strategic seams, and controlled stretch. It respects the body's natural form without clinging to it. The slimming power of the column dress lies in vertical emphasis. When the eye moves up and down, rather than side to side, the body appears taller, leaner, and more composed. Design elements that enhance this effect include vertical seams, center front or back seams, tonal paneling, or a clean, uninterrupted fabric surface. Even small details, like a vertical neckline opening or a slit at the hem, can add to this lengthening illusion. Not all column dresses are created equal. A flattering column dress for women over 60 should include light stretch for movement, internal darts or princess seams, a fabric that holds its shape when you sit or walk. Avoid dresses that rely solely on stretch without structure. They tend to cling and lose elegance. The goal is supportive shaping, not compression. Fabric is critical here. Look for ponte knit crepe, structured jersey, or softly tailored woven fabrics. These materials smooth the silhouette without gripping it. In terms of length, a midi column dress hitting mid-calf is especially flattering after 60. It grounds the look and adds sophistication. The column dress carries a certain quiet authority. It says, "I'm comfortable in my body. I don't need excess fabric to feel secure, and I understand proportion." That kind of confidence is always elegant. Few dress styles are as misunderstood or unfairly dismissed as the empire waist dress. For many women, it brings up images of maternity wear or outdated fashion. But when designed correctly, the empire waist is one of the most elegant and forgiving silhouettes a woman over 60 can choose. The empire waist sits just below the bust, not at the natural waist. This placement is intentional and powerful. It allows the fabric to fall smoothly over the stomach, hips, and thighs without clinging, creating a long, flowing vertical line. Instead of fighting the midsection, the empire waist respects it. As we age, many women experience changes in the abdomen that have nothing to do with weight. Hormones, posture, and muscle distribution all play a role. The empire waist accommodates these changes gracefully, without drawing attention to them. It shifts focus upward toward the face, the neckline, and the shoulders. That upward emphasis is what creates elegance. The empire waist creates the illusion of length. By raising the waistline, the body appears taller, and the lower half appears slimmer. When the fabric falls cleanly from just under the bust to the hem, the eye reads one continuous vertical column. This is not about hiding the body. It's about allowing it to breathe. The key to avoiding a dated look is structure and fabric. Look for fluid fabrics with weight, clean seams under the bust, minimal gathering or pleating. Avoid stiff cotton, shiny or overly thin materials, excessive ruffles or decoration under the bust. The best empire waist dresses are simple, refined, and intentional. A midi length is especially flattering. It adds sophistication and balance. Necklines like V-neck, soft square, or gentle scoop. These open the chest without exposing too much. Sleeves, even light ones, add polish and help balance the silhouette. One of the most powerful things about the empire waist dress is how it feels. There's no pulling, no adjusting, no self-consciousness. When you're comfortable, you stand taller, and that alone makes you look slimmer. Now for the final dress, one that blends structure, ease, and confidence in a way few others do. If there is one dress that quietly communicates confidence, intelligence, and elegance, it's the shirt dress. When chosen well, it's one of the most powerful pieces a woman over 60 can own. The strength of the shirt dress lies in its structure. The collar frames the face. The button front creates a strong vertical line, and the tailored cut gives shape without tightness. Unlike many modern dresses, the shirt dress doesn't rely on stretch or decoration to look refined. Its elegance comes from clean lines and thoughtful construction. The shirt dress is naturally slimming because of its vertical architecture. The continuous button line guides the eye from top to bottom, visually lengthening the body. When worn slightly loose or gently belted, it creates definition without compression. This is especially flattering after 60, when comfort and polish must coexist. Not all shirt dresses are equal. An elevated version for women over 60 should have a crisp or softly structured collar, quality fabric that holds its shape, thoughtful sleeve length, short, elbow, or three-quarter. Fabric matters here more than almost anything else. Look for linen blends, cotton poplin, silk blends, or lightweight wool. Avoid overly thin fabrics that wrinkle instantly or collapse on the body. A midi-length shirt dress is ideal. It creates a long, elegant line and avoids cutting the leg at an unflattering point. The fit should be relaxed through the torso, with optional waist definition, never tight. A removable belt is ideal, allowing you to adjust the shape depending on the occasion. The shirt dress sends a subtle message. It says, "I'm comfortable with myself. I value simplicity, and I understand timeless style." That quiet authority is incredibly slimming. When you look back at all 5 dresses we've discussed, you'll notice something important. None of them are trendy. None of them are tight, and none of them try too hard. They simply respect the body and allow elegance to speak. Now that we've covered the 5 dress styles, the most important question becomes this: how do you choose the right one for your body? Because elegance is not about copying someone else's shape. It's about understanding your own. The first thing to consider is not your size or body type. It's your lifestyle. Ask yourself, do I sit for long periods? Do I walk often? Do I want a dress for everyday ease or special occasions? The most flattering dress is the one that allows you to move confidently through your day. After 60, the goal shifts from definition to suggestion. A well-chosen dress should skim the body, hold its shape, and never pull or grab as you move. If a dress looks good only when you're standing still, it's not the right dress. Vertical lines are your greatest ally. They lengthen the body and reduce visual width. Look for V-neck lines, button fronts. Vertical seams, clean, uninterrupted silhouettes. Even subtle vertical details can make a noticeable difference. Fabric is more important than the number on the label. Choose fabrics that drape without clinging, hold structure, and move gracefully with your body. Poor fabric will betray even the best design. No body is perfectly symmetrical, and it doesn't need to be. What creates elegance is balance. Structure on top with ease below. Softness balanced with shape. Comfort paired with intention. When a dress feels right, it shows. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's this: elegance after 60 is not about changing your body. It's about choosing clothing that understands it. Every dress we discuss today has one thing in common. They don't squeeze, they don't disguise, and they don't demand that you be anything other than who you are right now. When a dress works with your proportions, your posture changes, your movements become easier, and confidence begins to show. Looking slim is not about looking smaller. It's about looking balanced, intentional, and at ease. If this video helped you see dresses differently, take a moment to like it. It helps this message reach more women who need it. And if you want more thoughtful, age-smart guidance on dressing with elegance and confidence, consider subscribing. This channel is about dressing for the life you're living now, not the one you've outgrown. You don't need more clothes. You need the right ones. Thank you for watching.